You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey there, Young and the Restless fans. It is Belynda from Soap Dirt, and I have got your weekly Y&R prediction edition. As always, these are firmly rooted in confirmed spoilers. I will tell you exactly what spoilers they're based on and why I am predicting these things, all based in those. And I'm always really clear with you guys what spoiler, what's the discussion about, what if, what could happen. I've got 3 predictions for you. One is about Nikki and Victor. Another is about Sally and Nick. And the third is about Phyllis and Tucker. We're going to dig right in, but if you haven't already, please reach down, click subscribe so you don't miss any of our Young and the Restless updates. Digging in, we know that Victor is plotting. He is testing his family, and I am wondering in my first prediction whether Nikki Newman also falls into Victor's trap. So we know, of course, Victor's testing everybody. Last week, he called Adam by Nick's name, and then this Monday, October 16th, he kind of pulls a similar stunt on Nick. He brings up Sally being pregnant with Adam's baby and pretends he doesn't know about the miscarriage. And then he refers to Victoria as the CEO of Newman Media. So it's kind of like he's giving this impression that he's forgotten the last, 8, 10, 12 months of life events. Nick then hightails it and talks to Victoria and Nate. And then later he talks to Nikki and Victoria and says that Victor is fading and it's happening fast. He is bought it hook, line, and sinker. Adam seems concerned. Victoria is definitely buying into this. Nikki knows from Victor that he is toying with their kids and with Adam and with Nate. Victor told his wife point blank that he deliberately used Nick's name on Adam. But I wonder if she begins to doubt him and thinks he might be making excuses to cover slips of the tongue, mental slips. I don't think Victor's slipping up. I think this is all carefully orchestrated, but I think Nikki might not have enough faith in him, or her kids get to her and she falls into this same trap. On Thursday, October 19th, Nikki hits Adam with an ultimatum. This is a confirmed spoiler. But why? Adam's been doing his job. He is Nate's obedient flunky. He's sticking to his pledge to prove himself to the family. I mean, the ultimatum might be related to Sally, but I don't think so because Nikki's probably happy that Nick broke up with her. So I tend to think that Nikki may threaten Adam and tell him to quit Newman because if she thinks Victor is having some sort of diminished capacity issues and is mentally falling apart, she doesn't want Adam around to, take advantage or all the things that she thinks Adam will do. Unfortunately, I think that she might be another one who fails Victor's test. He won't be happy with her. I don't see him dumping her or walking away from him or anything like that. But I do actually think that it's long overdue that Victor tells Nikki the same thing he told Victoria, it was like last week or the week before. Adam is my son. I want him in my life. Stop talking crap and plotting against him. He used slightly different words, but that was the gist of it. I feel like Nikki's getting a little too big for her corporate britches and needs a reality check, just like he wrote to her spoiled daughter. And I think for that reason that she might lose faith and fail his test as well. But of course, we'll see. All right, my second prediction is I think Sally might try and win Nick Newman back, might ask him to take her back. So on Monday's episode, we are going to see Sally stunning Adam and admitting to him, yes, I have lingering feelings for you. At the same time, I don't think Sally is quite ready to let Nick Newman go. Nick said last week when he broke up with her, the thing that I think a lot of us have been thinking about this is that he's the safe choice, but he's also the hot, rich, muscular, handsome choice with dimples deep enough to drink tequila shots out of. That's nothing to dismiss too easily. Granted, Adam's a catch, but he's also a wild card who ripped out her heart. Remember, Adam dumped her too. Adam had a good reason, he thought. He believed that distancing himself from her would preserve her job at Newman Media. Of course, that didn't work out because his big sister Victoria is horrible, and all Sally got was unemployed and heartbreak and then a consolation Newman. She does enjoy being with Nick. I think we can all see that. Sally would definitely not kick him out of bed for eating crackers, and I think she genuinely likes him. And in fact, I think Sally was trying really, really hard to fall in love with him. But as Bonnie Raitt says, I can't make you love me if you don't. So on Friday, October 13th, remember we saw Chloe telling Sally she should try and reconcile with Nick because he's a catch and he's a lot better for her than Adam is. On Monday's episode, after Sally admits to Adam she still has feelings for him, she tells him to go away. And he actually does it. And then she sits down and she's just crying. So I think Sally doesn't want Adam. And I do think she wants to love Nick and to have Nick love her and to have the different kind of life that Nick represents. So I do think Sally Spectra is going to try one last time to get Nick Newman to reconcile with her. I don't think he should, because clearly she wants Adam. And as they say, the heart wants what it wants, and her heart wants Adam. There is a spoiler for the week of October 23rd that says Nick Newman stands firm. And I think that might refer to her asking for another chance and him sticking to his guns and saying no. We'll see. All right, my third and final prediction for Y&R is that Phyllis's double cross provokes Tucker and lands her in the hospital. Next week, this week, a spoiler for Tuesday, October 17th says Phyllis turns the tables on Tucker. And then there was a small story in the Soap magazine that promises a showdown in Tucker McCall's suite with her at the GCAC. She's been hacking into his info, and she found a link between him and Mamie Johnson that she knows he wants kept secret. Phyllis is tired of Tucker leveraging her and using her, and he's been pretty smug about it. And so she's going to kind of slap him in the face with this info that she found. She threatens to rat him out to Jill and Deacon and Lily. This is all confirmed spoilers from the Soap magazine, who gets their stuff verbatim from the network. The article says Tucker tries to find out just how much she knows and what she plans to do with this information. She is just trying to basically kick him out of her life and make sure he can't use her again. But the article says that over the next few weeks, they're in this dangerous back and forth tug of war, and it has a shocking outcome. So I've already shown you guys the leaked behind the scenes photo of Summer sitting at someone's bedside at the hospital. There's been a ton of comments from you guys, and I understand that, and I'm going to address the comments. Some people are wondering if it's Harrison because they mentioned a fever as to why he wasn't at the vow renewal. That is an excuse not to have a child actor on a multi-day party shoot. That's all. The fever already dropped. The kid's not sick. Some people wonder if it's Nick. Okay, but why would he be hurt or sick? There's no signs of that in any of the spoilers. And some people suggest Chance. That's great, but Summer's not involved with Chance right now. Sharon would be at his bedside. Some suggested it might be Victor, but he's fine. He's healthy. He's plotting. That's what he's doing. So just dismissing some of the options of who it could be, like Daniel. Again, sure, it could be Daniel. Obviously, if he was in the hospital, Summer would show up, but why would Daniel be at the hospital? The only people that have spoilers around them being in danger right now are Phyllis. That's why I'm leaning more strongly and predicting it's Phyllis in that bed because of spoilers coming up, and then the article that was published in the Soap magazine saying there's a shocking outcome. So I will say about Tucker's character, he's not been violent in the past, at least not criminally violent, but they're also writing him differently now. Okay. So they've brought him back, different actor, kind of a whole different persona. He is on this vendetta against the Abbotts and anyone else who gets in his way. I don't think he would try and actively murder her, Jeremy Stark style, but I could see them arguing at the GCAC tree, maybe at the top of the stairs, and her taking a tumble or something like that. We'll see. I am predicting that Phyllis gets hurt and winds up in the hospital. Also, there's an undated spoiler for this coming week of October 16th through 20th saying she makes a decision that brings danger. Okay. And then we have that other danger spoiler about Tucker. So yeah, I do think she's going to wind up hurt, and it has something to do with Tucker. We'll see how it works out. All right, that's our 3 predictions for this week. I can't wait to read your comments, whether you agree, whether you disagree, that's fine. It's a discussion about our favorite soap opera. Drop your comments below. Please click subscribe if you haven't already. Please click like if you enjoyed this conversation about what is coming, what I think is coming on the Y&R action for the next week or so. Again, drop your comments, whatever they are. Feel free to criticize me. You're not going to hurt my feelings. I enjoy having these conversations with you guys every day about Y&R, and I appreciate you tuning in. And this has been Belynda from Soap Dirt.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.